thank you for sharing that and being so willing and open and honest in that. I think that there are probably people watching who really resonate with that story and kind of feel like an ache in their heart hearing you talk, and who are even maybe in the midst of that story. So I just am so grateful that you're choosing to share this now. And I'm really hoping that it will help someone just desire to get help, whether that means getting out or just separating for a period of time, whatever that looks like for them. But yeah, I'm just really grateful that you're sharing that and talking about especially the shame that comes from that, because I think in any kind of trauma or abuse, or just that in particular, when it's something that's done to you, I think that we have a very real enemy who just tries to make us feel ashamed, like we did something wrong, even though it wasn't us. And while I'm sure that there is some like sin in there, that's not, the abuse was not anyone's fault but the abuser. And I'm really glad that you shared that. Did you ever feel this like ache to like tell someone, or just kind of be like, why can't people see what he's doing?
Well, that's an interesting question, because actually we went to a few different churches throughout the course of our marriage, and I was never one to hide anything. So when something, a lot of the verbal things, I wouldn't really say a whole lot about. But if something happened physically, obviously he was arrested several times. So the police were involved. I didn't hide that part. And then the different churches that we were in, I remember one specifically, we were there and I had filled in for the worship leader, which was the pastor's wife. And that was really one of the major incidences happened. That pastor came and helped me, took me to the hospital, and ended up doing counseling with us. At first was very against us getting back together, but then felt as the counseling progressed, he felt like he had changed. And so he was more comfortable with that. So that, most of the places that we were at knew. There was another church that we went to where the pastor and his assistant came to my home while my husband was in jail and asked me if I was submitting to my husband, and said that it was my responsibility to get him out of jail. So, there was a wide range. There was another church that we were at doing ministry, and the pastor there knew what was going on, but didn't want the congregation to know because he wanted us to continue to be able to do that ministry. So that to me that was hard. I think that was probably the hardest. I mean, it's hard to say. They were all different situations, but to feel like things are going on and people do know, but you can't truly get healing because you're having to kind of put on a front, and not let that out. That was pretty difficult. And definitely the pastor who asked me if I was submitting, I will honestly say that when he said that, I didn't really take that to heart completely, because I knew, thank the Lord. And I really give testament to the Lord through that, because I feel like my intimate relationship with the Lord helped me keep a better perspective through it all.